She would slap my face, tell me to be strong, but it's so hard to take a breath now that it's gone.
Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. See how you got on with that avant-garde rock yesterday. I thought it was pretty cool, but it's pretty different, pretty out the ordinary stuff. Now this band we got on the channel today, they're good friends of the show. They've been with the show a good while now and always showing support, liking the posts, sending in priority subs and stuff like that. Super dope. They're two fellas from the UK, and I've just been checking out their website and looking up the bio and stuff and give you a bit more information on these guys. They've been going 3 years, but it says they've been making music for ages before that, and they're just about to put out an album, and some of the tracks go as far back as 1995. Well, that's a long way away now. So they've been working on this stuff for a while, so it's probably going to be their magnum opus so far, and you know, kind of really what they've been trying to get across for a long time now. It's pretty cool because they're just a two-piece band and they're just bass and drums, and with the bassist as a vocalist as well. And when you're in a bass and drum band, and these guys do it, they pride themselves on the fact that they don't have a guitarist, they don't need a guitarist, and they still make just as much noise and are as banging and heavy as any band with a guitarist, and that gives you a sense of pride when you're in just a bass and a drums band. I've been in a three-piece bass drums and I was doing the vocals in that band, and we ended up being in that band. We were a four-piece with a guitarist. He decided to leave the band and we were just like, well, we'll just keep going without a guitarist. We don't need one. And that was kind of one of the spurring things to go with the band, that, you know, we don't need a guitarist. We can be just as heavy without a guitarist. We got a distortion pedal for the bassist, which I know this guy uses as well, and filled out the sound in that way. And I was screaming my head off. And we did make a lot of noise, and we prided ourselves, you know, on not having a guitarist, but still being just as loud as any other band. And these guys are like that as well, which is pretty cool. Now, on their new album now, what they're doing, which I think is really cool as well, is putting out a graphic novel with it. I'll just get it up on the screen so we can check it out here. They're doing a graphic novel with their album, and the video that we've got today is all like in a comic strip, and it is part of the graphic novel as well. So that's going to be coming out with the album. And I like bands that think outside the box in that way, not just do, you know, a vinyl and the cassettes and stuff like that, although they are doing that stuff as well. But add in additional stuff, a comic book. Some people have done action figures. Some of the bands we've had have even made themselves a computer game, a retro computer game to go along with their music and their style as well. And I really like that, thinking outside the box, adding stuff in, you know, that isn't just your standard fare for merchandise. I think it's really cool. So yeah, good job. Now, the track we're going to check out today is called Thoughts in My Head. It's already up on the screen, so I forgot to do that the other day. So let's check it out. We get to see him rocking out in this video as well, which we haven't been able to see so far.
It's hard for me not to be drowning misery, taking time to override the sorrow in my life. Single out my face, still I must face the truth. Looking back on yesterday, there was no sign of blue. Why is it me?
He's dirtied up his bass.
We are far down, I got so to say. We are far down. I feel the rush of emptiness racing through my veins. The path is laid for me to tread. Silence I prevail. I pray to God to save my soul. Would he listen now? Could it be that I'm too late to take that silent veil? Why is it
Some nice fills and changes.
I should say
Working the cymbals.
we are far down. I got so to say.
Nice slap on the bass drum. You can see it slapping away as well.
Now that I've lost my woman, thoughts in my head. Lonely days is all I know. I wish I was dead. She would slap my face, tell me to be strong. But it's so hard to take a breath now that it's gone. Why is this me? I got so to say. We are far down. I got so to say. We are far down. I got so to say. We are far down. I got so to say. We are far down.
Nice bass guitar. Yeah, nice weight in those drums. Cool if you could get drums that sounded like that. Nice. I think these guys do a great job of filling out the sound. They don't need a guitarist, and it sounds just as great without one. And you can tell that they've thought about it as well, because you can play music. If you just pull the guitars out of a normal band, it's not going to sound like these guys. It's not going to sound full and, you know, a chunky mix, because you've got to compensate for the lack of guitarists, and these guys have done that. What they've done is dirtied up the bass nicely, and the bass has got a big, you know, driving, loud tone, and acts like a guitar would. It's not got a typical kind of humming bass tone, kind of stuff, because that just wouldn't work in this kind of music, wouldn't fill out the sound, wouldn't give it the drive that it needs. So he's put drive and dirt on his bass tone, which gives it the drive that it needs, gives it the punch and the kind of big sound that it needs to compensate for the lack of guitar. But also the drummer as well has compensated by doing a lot more stuff on his kit, working the cymbals, ting 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 ting, stuff like that, which just fills out the sound, gives the listener more stuff to listen to, because when you've only got two people in a band, you know, there's only two people to listen to basically, and the vocals obviously. So, you know, you need to be interesting, you need to have stuff going on in your music, and as I say, compensate for the lack of guitar by doing extra stuff, taking on board extra tasks, and these guys have done that nicely. So I could notice that in the music, I could notice that in the sound, and the composition and everything else. So very, very cool. I think they've done a good job. I like what they did with the video as well, and the comic book style, and seeing, you know, this stuff that they're going to release with it. Looks very gory, lots of people getting shot and God knows what else in there, but yeah, went very cool. Had a nice old schooliness to this one as well, I thought, that came across in the music, kind of old schooly thrashy in a way. So yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Good luck with the new release, and you know, if you want to send over any more videos with this stuff, and maybe we could check out a few pages of the booklet as well. I wouldn't mind showcasing that on the channel, because I think stuff like that's really cool, that bands do go above and beyond and extra to just doing some t-shirts and stickers and a poster or something like that. You know, they've gone out their way to make a graphic novel, or as I say, there's some people that have done figures and a video game and God knows what. I think that's really cool. So yeah, props to them for that as well. So hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you're having a good weekend and all that jazz. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.